Let's get started with the basic plank. Excuse me, buddy. So come onto your elbows, move your cat out of the way. I'm going to time this so that we're going to do about 20 seconds. We're going to do about 20 seconds per plank to start. So come to your elbows. You can interlace your fingers or have your hands flat. I don't know if you can see my hands because of the cat. You can interlace the fingers or have the hands flat. You might want to go to your knees if you're starting out, or tuck the toes under and lift the knees. But of course you want your back to be flat, not rounded and not sagging down. And you want the shoulder blades set back on the back, almost like they're squeezing together, but not like this. Don't lose your shoulder girdle stability. And also that you're not rounding your upper back. This is very, very common in plank to see this, rounding just the upper back and letting the hips sag and letting the shoulder blades wing out, if that makes sense. I actually can't, I don't know if I can actually do the winging action anymore, but that's what you want to have. Strong back, strong long spine, abs drawn in, hips in line with the body, whether the knees are down or up. All right, so there's really no change in the body position when the knees are down or up. The knees now just takes a little more weight off of your core. All right, so we're now going to get started. Whether you're on your knees or your toes, we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds. Continue to breathe and continue to pull your abs in and have some pressure under your forearms, almost like you're pushing the floor away. So you're pushing the floor away and pulling your body up with your core. 2 and 1. Okay, good. Now rest. We'll rest about, this first rest will take a little bit longer. So sit back, breathe. I like to keep my fingertips on the ground with my palms up, and that's going to give me a bit more stretch through the lats and through the sides. Take a couple deep breaths. You might want to round the back here a little bit if the back is feeling like a lot of work. You can do a couple cat-cow stretches like this. All right, now let's come back to the plank. 20 seconds. Maybe you can go to the toes if you went to the knees before. Also, try to keep your head and neck in line with your spine, so don't let the head drop. Stay strong. Keep a strong body line from the crown of the head through to the heels. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We'll just take a 10-second break here. You might want to shake out the arms as well. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and again, plank. We're going to do 4 of these, so this is the third one. You can also have a bit of energy between the arms, so as if the forearms are trying to slide towards each other. It requires a bit more engagement throughout the body. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And it is hard work, if you're engaging all the right muscles. See, I'm already out of breath because I'm working hard in these planks. This is the last one. 3, 2, 1, and go. But you want to avoid building up tension, too much tension in the shoulders, in the jaw, in the neck, in the legs. You really want to draw all the energy in through your center. We just got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. But if you do find that throughout the plank that your hips are sagging like this, or it's looking like some sort of variation like this, put your knees down, all right? Make sure the core alignment is there first before you try to go from your toes or move to any of the advanced planks. The squeeze plank is one of my favorite options. So you're going to come to your elbows and knees or toes. Actually, I think I prefer coming to my hands for the squeeze plank. And also bring your legs completely together, feet and legs completely together. And without moving, you try to slide your elbows to your toes and your toes to your elbows and your elbows towards each other and your legs towards each other. So everything is drawing in towards your center without any movement at all. We hold the contraction for about 3 counts and then release on the 4th count. And we just do several sets of that, all right? So, hands and toes or hands and knees, same thing. And you pull everything in for 3, 2, 1, and release. Pull 3, 2, 1, and release. Continue. Notice that when you release, you don't actually come out of the plank. 3, 2, 1, release, squeeze those inner thighs. 3, 2, 1, release, do 2 more. 3, 2, 1, release, and 3, 2, 1, and do 1 more until the cat leaves. Do 1, release, do 1 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Yes, you are completely in my way. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you actually see the contraction happening. I feel the contraction happening. It's, it's all in the core. But what's great about it is you also get lats, involved. The adduction of the arms into your center is going to engage your lats. The legs coming together engage the inner thighs, which is so important to overall core strength because of how the muscles attach. And it's a great option. So you want to do as many of those as you can until fatiguing. The next option is the rocking plank. Just pretend that's blue. So simply come to your elbows and toes and rock forward and back like this. Now when your shoulders are behind your elbows like this, it's going to put a lot more strain on your back and your spine. So you'll have to contract your abs, especially your lower abdomen, really hard to protect your back and your spine. And if it bothers your back, just don't go so far until you've built up the strength to increase your range of motion. All right, here we go. 20 seconds starting now. No change in alignment, no hip lift, no rounding of the back. And carefully you don't push too hard into your heels so you overstretch your calves and Achilles tendons. 2, 1, and relax. 3, 2, 1, and go. You may notice a tricep workout here as well, as it feels like you're pushing your arms forward as you rock back, extending the arms, the elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And the next option we have is the hip rotation. So elbows and knees or elbows and toes. Yeah, you can do this from your knees as well. So everything stays completely steady. This does not come into the legs. You try to feel the sides of your abs, your obliques, and the inner obliques as well. So the internal obliques, rather, I should say. And you try to rotate your hips from those side ab muscles. So it's not like this. You're not going all the way to the side like this, which is a great exercise, but that's not this exercise. The hip rotation is very subtle. There's not a lot of movement, and it doesn't come into the shoulders or through the legs. Okay, so we do that for, again, let's do it for 20 seconds, and then we'll take a rest. Okay, here we go. Start. As always, pulling the abs in the whole time. Don't let the hips drop. So important to keep a long spine throughout this movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Sit back and breathe, relax your back. Send a deep breath into your low back, even rounding it a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and continue. Twist, twist, twist. And you can absolutely take the hip a little bit further. It's going to require a bit more in the shoulders, but sometimes the smaller movements, the more controlled movements, are actually harder. 4, 3, 2, and relax. You may want to stretch out the back a little bit. Feel free to round the shoulders. Move through that cat-cow stretch. Even do a few side-to-side movements as well. The next option we have is the hip lift. Not a big movement. You pull the abs in, especially the lower abdomen. You pull the lower abdomen in, keep a flat back, and lift the hips up and then down. And for this one, we make sure that we don't come lower than our neutral position. You can do that again, but that's not this exercise. And then when we lift, don't round the back. That's a different exercise. In fact, that's the next exercise. So lift the tailbone and then come down. Lift and down. All right? So let's do that for 20 seconds. Here we go. Lift and down. And notice my feet as well. So I'm pointing my feet as I lift my tailbone because I'm lengthening through the backs of my legs. And I want to keep my weight centered as opposed to coming back onto my feet. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and lift and down. Pull that lower abdomen in strong. You should feel the abs burning a lot. 8, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. This is the hip lift with pelvic tilt. So I'm going to show you again the hip lift, flat back, hip lift, pelvic tilt, and down. So the action of the pelvis is neutral. It actually tucks under. All right? So let's give that a try. 20 seconds, and let's go. Again, look at my feet. Keeping my weight centered. You're almost feeling like you're trying to close the gap between the front ribs and the front hip bones. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake out the arms. Because the plank is going to work the shoulders, so you may want to just relax the arms a bit, and there's cat hair everywhere. Again, here we go. Pelvic to pelvic tilt, and down. So exhale as you come up. And of course, you can do this from the knees as well, like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Next, we have side taps. I love side taps. Well, I like any kind of dynamic movement in the body that the core has to stabilize against, because that's what core training is all about. So from your knees, you can just extend one leg out and then in, but otherwise you do it from your toes, and you just take the feet and tap side to side without any kind of hip rotation or hip lift. And also, we're not taking the foot out and then placing our weight on that moving leg. We're just tapping in and out and in. Tap out, step in. Tap out, step in. All right, so we got 20 seconds. Here we go. Tap in, tap in. So you can take this slowly. You can take it fast. I've even, jumped it a bit side to side, although I wonder if that's another option in my 100 planks. I think it might be. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And pet the kitty. And we got 4, 3, 2, and 1, and tap, tap. Keep those shoulders down, away from your ears. Keep the head and neck in line with the spine. Don't step on the cat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Oh, Cody, I need some room, buddy. So the next option is plank to pike. So let's look at this. So you're in. You can interlace the fingers or hands down, whatever you want. So when you do lift the hips, you lift as high as you possibly can. Oh, God, Cody. Cody, I can't do this with you here. Just move a little bit, just a little bit. Is that okay? Oh, yes, oh, yes, this is terrible, isn't it? So elbows down and lift the hips as high as you can. And look at my elbows. My elbows are coming forward of my shoulders, or rather my shoulders are going back of my elbows, which is going to make the plank harder and, again, require more range of motion in the shoulders, more stretch along the lats and the sides, and it is a flat back, lifting the tailbone up. So if you have any shoulder issues, if even lifting your arms above your head is challenging, Cody, there's cat hair everywhere, then you might not want to do this one. You may want to focus on opening the shoulders a bit, opening up the chest, opening up the lats, the intercostal muscles, before you actually attempt this option. Otherwise, let's give it a try. All right, here we go, 20 seconds. Lift up and down. Exhale, lift. Make sure you come back to that strong, neutral plank, that starting position. 2 and 1, and relax. Remember, if your back starts to bother you, take a rest, take a break. 2, 1, and here we go. Lift and down. Lift and down. It's a strong squeeze in the lower abdomen. You are trying to slide your arms forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Give the shoulders a little stretch if you want. One leg supported. So you're going to do it from your toes. You lift one leg, place it on the other, and then you just hold. So we'll hold there, and we'll start now, 20 seconds. Staying here, you can even try, you can make this more of a squeeze plank, so trying to slide the elbows towards the foot towards the elbows. Feel like you're wrapping the obliques towards the center, in and up through the abdomen. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So you may already know that, I may have found out that if you don't have the hip flexor strength and stability and action in that supporting hip, that you will lose your neutral hips and plank. Other side. Lower abdomen drawn in the supporting thigh, the quads have to be very strong. Back, of course, very strong. Shoulders away from the ears. Lats engaged in your back. 2, 1, and relax. Now, the one leg unsupported is the challenging one. So you can do this from the knee. So you're on the elbows. You can be from the knees and just lift one leg up and then down and then change and down. Otherwise, you're from your feet. Leg is up and down. So let's try this one just for 3 counts up and then 1 count down, because it is challenging. So let's start with that. All right, so here we go. Plank, lift one leg up and hold for 3, 2, 1, and change. Lift. 3, 2, 1, and change. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 1, and change. Squeeze the whole back of the leg. 2, 1, and change. 3, 2, 1, and change. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's rest here for a second. I just want to talk about that a little bit. So the reason I really like this stuff is because you get the back of the body really engaged, specifically the glutes, because a lot of this plank work engages the hip flexors, which are usually strong on us, strong and tight because of how much sitting we do. And so you do want to lift the leg from the glutes, from the whole back of the body, and work out the back of the body to balance all the front work that we're doing. So instead of just lifting the leg, passively like this, getting the foot off, which is fine for the core work and the hip flexor work on the supporting leg, squeeze those glutes, get that leg up. No change or no alignment change or position change in the normal plank, all right? So once you're fine with that, then you do try to lift the leg and hold it there for 20 seconds. Let's give it a shot, okay? Let's shake it out a little bit first. Ooh, arm circles. All right. And ready, set, and go, 20 seconds. So, leg is up. Already you're like, oh my goodness, I got to keep that supporting leg super strong, Quads got to be engaged. Pull some energy away from those quads and put it into the glutes of that lifting leg. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So you should feel actually a glute workout just from lifting the leg. And if you don't, then you're not lifting it high enough or hard enough. 3, 2, change legs. 1, and up, hold. Very common for the hips to come down here. Don't let the hips come down. Don't lose your strong flat back. Squeeze the glutes, lift that leg high. Keep the leg extended and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. So that's 1 to 10. Those are the beginner planks. Isn't that fun? Beginner workout. Oh, planks are hard. So take your time, be patient. Don't rush through any of the advanced options very fast. Oh, some of these stretches are good. The rotator cuff stretches are good. Hands on the lower back, bringing the elbows slightly forward, keeping the shoulders back. That's a good one. Arm across. And the ab stretches, of course. You know these ones. Like the cobra stretch from the hands or the elbows is a nice one as well. Maybe I'll do like a stretching video for the abs as well, because there's a lot more stuff that you can do for the abs and for the back. I hope you like that, or I mean, it's fine if you didn't like it. It doesn't matter. If you do like it and want me to do more, I'll do more. So let me know. And that's it. Say goodbye, Cody. Oh, it's like, oh boy. That is good. Oh, Cody, come on. Have some dignity.